So Jermall Charlo responded to Canelo Alvarez getting stripped by the WBC because he wanted no smoke with him, and he stated that if he got another title or he got elevated to a different title, he wants that too. So he still wants the smoke. We know Canelo Alvarez been ducking Jermall Charlo since Jermall Charlo was at the 154-pound division. He never looked at Jermall Charlo weight, and he turned down a fight with Jermall Charlo, his twin brother, because when Jermall Charlo was signed with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, they promised him that they will give him a Canelo Alvarez fight next. Instead, they made the Canelo Alvarez versus Strickland fight, I believe, and that's when they let Jermall Charlo off his contract. So we already know he officially ducked Jermall Charlo at 154. And it's only right to duck his twin brother at 160. So Jermall Charlo right now is really kind of the king of the 160-pound division, because the best fighter supposedly at that division, Canelo Alvarez, who held 3 belts and had plans of unifying the division, just because he knew he had to go through Jermall Charlo, he was like, fuck that. I'm giving up my title away, just like I did with Golovkin years ago. And the WBC stripped him and gave him a paper belt just to save face. And Canelo Alvarez is going down as a coward because he out here letting a fighter that told him, I fight you in Mexico City, your own city. And you rather give up that title just to duck that fight? Just because Jermall Charlo knocked out J-Rock Williams, the unified champion at 154, and you don't want to end up like him? So all these people that keep saying Jermall Charlo ain't fought no one, yeah, because all the top competition is ducking him. We know Andre ducked Jermall Charlo. We know Canelo Alvarez ducked both of the Charlo brothers. We know Golovkin ducked the Jermall Charlo, and that's a fact. All these are facts. These are not opinions. So if the top fighters won't fight him, it's not his fault. He got to stay active. So y'all want to do the Jermall Charlo what boxing did to Rigondeaux, where he made fighters move up a division just to avoid him. He made champions give up their belt and move up a division just to avoid him, just like Canelo Alvarez is doing. Rigondeaux got done wrong in the sport of boxing, just like Jermall Charlo is getting done wrong by the sport of boxing today. Rigondeaux at the time, Santa Cruz, gave up his belt and moved up in weight just to avoid him. Donaire did the same thing. Frampton did the same thing. Quigg did the same thing. Morris did the same thing. And Jermall Charlo, if you look at it, Canelo Alvarez moved up a division just to avoid the Jermall Charlo fight. Now he moving up from 160 again just to avoid a fight with Jermall Charlo. He talking about he going to go all the way to 175 to fight the Crusher Kovalev, but he don't want to lose to a brother. Is that what it is? He don't want no smoke with Jermall Charlo. And it's because he sees something that's probably giving him flashbacks of a Floyd Mayweather fight. I'm not saying Jermall Charlo is Floyd Mayweather, but he is younger than Floyd. He's bigger and obviously pack a bigger punch. You know, you don't got to be a Floyd Mayweather to defeat a Canelo Alvarez. And we know Canelo Alvarez been maneuvering and cherry picking his whole career. And that's why nobody really considers Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound number 1, no matter what kind of resume he got, because his whole resume is made up of gift decisions. Versus Lara, he lost that fight. He didn't give Lara a rematch. Unlike Ward and Floyd Money Mayweather, when they did have close fights, they gave that guy a rematch. Andre Ward did with Kovalev, stopping Kovalev in a rematch, and Floyd Mayweather did with Maidana and Castillo when they had controversial decisions. But obviously, they are cut from a different cloth. So Canelo Alvarez rather give up on becoming the first Mexican fighter to unify the middleweight division than fight Jermall Charlo. He'd rather give up all that and give up on his dreams than go through as Jermall Charlo. And really, it's the Zone who's losing, because the Zone would have had a big fight versus Jermall Charlo if Canelo Alvarez chose to fight him and man up. However, apparently the Zone, they won't be here for too long if they paying that kind of money versus fights that don't matter, like a Rocky Fielding fight, a trilogy match with Triple G. Like, nobody cares about that fight at this point. Triple G is ducking Jermall Charlo himself and Andre and every tough competition in the division, unlike his fans, because he got to go into that ring and fight. And just with Jermall Charlo mindset alone, willing to fight everybody, and his hunger and his killing instinct and his skill level, man, it makes him a dangerous man that Canelo Alvarez don't want to see. I mean, he got Canelo Alvarez shook. He's scared to look at Jermall Charlo direction. He don't want to go down in the history book as a fighter who lost to Jermall Charlo. That's just what it is. And I know a lot of Canelo fans believe that's an easy fight. Well, if it is an easy fight, he will have been for him. Why would he give up and get stripped of the title if it's an easy fight? So Canelo Alvarez don't even agree with y'all. He co-signs what I'm saying because his actions prove what I'm saying. If what y'all saying is true, that Jermall Charlo is an easy fight, that Canelo Alvarez ain't scared of him, blah, 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 why would he give up a belt and move up possibly even a division just to avoid Jermall Charlo? And if Canelo Alvarez really believed in himself, we already knew Golden Boy wanted to make the fight between him and Jermall Charlo at 154, Jermall Charlo twin brother, and he turned it down and fought Kirkland. And they had to let Jermall Charlo go because of that. And they lost a star in the process. All because Canelo Alvarez don't want no part of the twins. So, at the end of the day, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got ones. We go by facts over here and we tell the whole truth. So if you can't take the whole truth and you're allergic to it, you better off not listening to this channel. So subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute, if you're trying to get dumb about a second. Don't listen to these casual ass fans, or possibly even the Canelo Alvarez fans, the biased ones. And if y'all like the footage that y'all see on the video, follow Latoon Boxing on Instagram for the funniest and the best boxing memes that you ever see. And follow me and subscribe to my channel at Aki TV. And peace, and we outie.